I never tackled it like the rest of you are, like, oh, I need to learn this language. Partly, my son studied German in year 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, so 5 years. I tested him on all his vocabulary, all the time. So much of my understanding of German is random vocabulary that he was learning. I never studied grammar. I didn't work on putting it all in sentences, you know. So that's why I wouldn't even say I speak German, because I can just understand a lot, because I have quite a lot of vocabulary, random vocabulary. You see what I mean? But if I chose to study German, I think I could learn it fairly quickly.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't recommend it for you.
You what?
I don't suggest to you to study German because you feel frustrated.
Du kannst Deutsch sprechen? Or?
Mir geht es gut.
Ah, ich kann etwas Deutsch sprechen.
Yeah, I studied German for 9
Bisschen.
months.
9 months. Ah.
Okay,
How,
Then
how,
I
how
then I
was it
stopped.
with,
Hold on, wait. Mo wants to say something. What did you say, Mo? She's so shy, and she like, yeah.
Can you understand Chinese?
I don't even know how to say no in Chinese.
Oh, really? Okay. Okay, so last time you visit China, how can you communicate with Chinese people?
Well, this is my first time visiting China. I think in Shanghai, a lot of people speak English, and I've got Harry. I like to call him my Harry. He is happily married, but there's a lot of Harrys, Chinese Harrys, on this app, so I call him my Harry. He will spend every day that I'm in Shanghai, he will be with me. So when I'm meeting lots of people, and he's going to be with me. So he will help me. And when I'm in Guangzhou, there's a lot of people coming to visit me, but Kareem will be there, a good friend of mine. He speaks Chinese. Brandy is in Guangzhou. She's fluent in Chinese. So I'm okay. Have someone got an aircon on? Air conditioner or something? That's what the sound sounds like.
from
Not
Mo? Hi,
Is it on your side, Mo?
Mo. Maybe from other.
So like somewhere raining.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone. Every now and then it goes loud and then soft. You hope you can make it to Guangzhou, Sandra. Me too. Me too. But Sandra, I promise you, if you can't make it to Guangzhou, Kareem said he will come with me. We will come and see you for lunch where you live. We will take a train.
Maybe someone can turn off voice from.
Let's try and work out where the noise is coming from. Let's all go on mute and unmute one by one. Let's see. Turn off go on mute.
Yeah. Let's come back to the challenge.
Okay, Joel, may I ask about your books?
Tommy. It's now gone quiet. I don't know. It's okay. I don't know.
May I ask about your plan of your books? So you plan to launch your books. Okay, you're gonna translate your book to Chinese language, to Chinese version, right? And you will serve it to bookstore, or you will put it in how can I say it, online book, so we can pay money and read it from application.
Yes, I'll tell you now. Please give me 1 second, because I know I've got a call. I don't know whether it's at 3 or 3:30. Let me just check, because it's 3 o'clock now. Sorry, 1 sec. Where are you? 1 second, sorry. Oh, can't find it. Oh, there we go. 3:30. Oh, okay. I'm all right. So the the English version will initially be published on Amazon globally.
Ah,
And it will be, in the first instance, it will be on Kindle, and you can buy or the book itself posted, or and then I will release an audiobook as well.
oh,
And then,
lovely.
yeah, which I will read myself since it's my story.
Wow.
And
You.
then, and so it's possible for some people to buy to take the audiobook and the the ebook or whatever, because then they can listen and read at the same time, because that is another way of using the book to help with English, actually. And then the Chinese version, Gardenia is busy translating it now already, but I haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to publish it, because I'm still working through the rules and regulations on publishing a book that contains some Christian content in China. So, although it is my story, my actual life story, it does contain, references to my faith. So, I have to figure that out properly at the moment, and then when I've figured that out, I was going to self-publish it on three main, in an ebook in the three top Chinese e-platforms or whatever, but I first have to figure out whether my book will meet the criteria of that. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's a bit complicated. I think you only allowed 10% religious content, I think, in a book, but I just have like my story and then like four verses from the Bible, and I think if it's from the Bible, I don't think it counts in the 10%. So it's just figuring it out.
Okay, okay. Hope everything goes well. Hope hope your book success.
Thank you very much. And my book for me is not about making money, which I think most people know. It's really about me wanting to find a way to. No, I'll end at 3:30. It's for me to find a way to encourage people who maybe are feeling broken or lost, or that their life is mundane and they have no purpose, or and so a book is a way to reach lots of people more quickly than just me having conversations with people about my life and what I learned and how I healed from all my trauma. So that's the main reason for doing it. We'll
Okay.
see.
I think everyone will like your book.
I hope so. I hope that people will read it regardless of the faith, the God aspect, because although that for me is absolutely critical and the most important, because it was God who saved my life. So that for me is the most important. But I think that people can take different things from it. Some people, if they go on the full journey of my book, maybe they will encounter God, and that is my prayer. Even the atheists, no problem. But other people, maybe they just need to read bits of it, of real life story, and how to cope in those real life situations, and steps you can take that I took, that maybe that'll help them. So for example, when it's about forgiveness, every single human being on this planet can benefit from reading that story, because it's all of us in our lives that we need to
So
forgive.
So how is your plan to launch or promote your book?
I'm quite a humble person, so I just mention it a bit here. I'll just put it on my moments, and I'll put it on. I'll just put it onto Amazon, and I'll say a few prayers and literally say to God, "You asked me to write this book, so you promote it. You do what you need to do. All I want is for it to go to the right people who need it in the right time. That's all I want.
What's the name of the book again?
Strong Hands of Hope. I'll show you. This is what the cover will look like.
Strong Hands of Hope. Good. Good subtitle. Good title. Good title.
Strong Hands
Yeah.
of Hope. Yeah, it says underneath in small writing, which you couldn't see, it says from rescued to rescuer. Because, I had to be rescued. Thank God I was. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. And so that's why I travel so much. That's why I go to different countries, because there are some people that I encounter who need rescuing to some
Okay.
degree. Yeah.
If it's available to buy, like ebook, you can tell me, or you can post on
Yeah,
your.
thank you. I will. I will post it on my moments. I definitely will. The only cost I would like to cover has been the cost of like translating it to Chinese or translating it to other languages, and the cost of designing the cover. And I just want to make enough to cover my costs and to continue translating it. That's all. Nothing more than
You
that.
you
Yeah.
you will be a famous writer.
Oh, I don't know about that. Yeah. Again, I don't
I
think
trust you.
I don't think that's God's plan for me either. My life is if you getting to know me through the time I've spent on this app, you will notice that I don't know. I'm one of these people. I have enough of everything. I don't have excess. Like I don't have excess money. I have enough. You know, everything in my life. I feel like God provides for me at the right amount. I don't think I'm somebody who will become this majorly famous, author, because I don't think that's the plan. I think the plan is there are some people right now who are really struggling who just need to read it.
Yeah, I understand. Your attention, like you want to help some people who struggle in the life.
Yeah, lost, broken, struggling, or
Yeah,
bored.
gives them
Bored.
advice and
Yeah.
Uh,
gotcha.
okay, and
Thank
I'm
you.
not sure is it appropriate to ask you your Instagram so we can follow you on Instagram. Do you have Instagram?
Yeah, I do, but at the moment, my current Instagram, I won't share it broadly. If I did, I will set up a different Instagram purely because my Instagram documents my children's life journey. So I cannot open that
Okay,
to the
Thank,
universe. You know what I mean?
thank you, Eric.
okay, I understand.
Yeah, but once my book is published, then I will set up. I will definitely set up a different Instagram that enables me to connect with people that keeps my family separate. Yeah.
Yeah.
When will you publish this book,
You
Jules?
know, the English version, I should have done it already. I'm so close. I spent all my time on this live stream instead of finishing the last bit of it, I'm so close. I'm
Yeah.
like weeks. Like I could literally finish writing it in a few days and publish it. So I just have to do it.
What's this book about? What did you write about? About what?
There was
Yourself.
You should more focus on.
how many times did you answer
That's
everyone
that's good.
about this question?
Awesome. But let me ask you, Jules, that since you said before that you have traveled to many countries, you have visited many countries, and the only purpose of yourself was teaching, guiding,
Not teaching, sometimes rescuing
rescuing of what?
people.
Yeah, what was the biggest barrier, obstacle you have faced it within in the journey of traveling, visiting of the countries?
Fear.
Fear of,
Fear. I
fear
mean,
of.
I fear because, for example, I rescued a refugee from Dallas prison in Greece. So I had to meet a stranger in prison, locked in a room with 20, 30 other prisoners, no guards, and some people who've actually killed people. And there I was sitting there, meeting a stranger. So I met him one time before behind a screen, and then the second time I met him in this room. I mean, the guards don't even come in. They sent me in. It's a huge, big room, like a rectangle, with some seats around the edges. They open the gate. They send me in. They lock the gate. He wasn't even in there. I'm sitting there now with a few other people like me who visiting their relatives who are locked up and these prisoners. So that takes a lot of courage to
Yeah,
go in there and do that.
have you feel frustrated, disappointed in any ever about anything you have done before? No,
No,
you must not be too as well because you have rescued some guys, some boys which are innocent, right?
well, he was one. He did do something, but the punishment was extreme, and so I went to court to fight it and to get him out. It took me 4 months. But for example, I also a mentor. He's now moved teams, but he was a first division footballer for Norway, and he has an incredible backstory. He grew up in a household in a gang infested environment in South Africa where everyone was on drugs, and his two older brothers were members of opposing gangs. So during the day they could maybe kill each other, but at night five of them are all sleeping in the same bed. And he was just a tender-hearted youngster who struggled with all of this. And it's a miracle. I won't tell you the whole story, but he ended up with this incredible opportunity to play football and went away to Uganda for several years to learn. And then he made it into the Swedish football team, and then he moved to Norway and he was playing in the Norwegian. But he still has ties to his family, and his family going through all sorts of trauma and very negative and pulling him down, and he got really depressed. And I didn't even know him. I just helped a friend of mine who runs a charity in South Africa, and she takes some of these kids out of these gangs, and she puts them into safe houses and into schooling. So I have put 5 of these children through school, and so 2 of these brothers, younger ones, I'm very attached to them, these boys, and I just knew that the young boy's older brother was this guy playing for the Norwegian, but I've never met him or anything. I just knew his name. I only have been focused on the younger brother all these years, getting him through school. And one day, it's really quite incredible. This is what happens. I get up with God every morning, 5 a.m. I come downstairs, sit with him, sit quietly, pray and read my Bible, journal. Oops, we've lost him. Listen to what he's got to say. And on that particular morning, this young man's name just came into my head, go to
And
Keenan. Go to Keenan.
why do you, yeah, got you.
No,
Why
no,
do you
so
think a lot? Go ahead.
No, so I go to Keenan. So I contacted my friend in South Africa and I said, look, I don't know Keenan at all. I know he's the older brother and I know he's in Norway, but I feel like God's telling me to go to Keenan. And she said, Jules, she said, I can't believe that you've called me today. She said, he's about to lose his contract, his football contract. He hasn't been turning up to practices. And a few days ago, he decided he wanted to end his life and he checked himself into hospital. And she says, I can't get to him. There's no one else there. And I said, well, I felt like God was telling me to go. So I bought a ticket to Norway and I went to go and meet this young guy. So these are the things that, and you know, it was really incredible because does he really want to end his life? No, but he's depressed, he's struggling, he's under pressure in the team, he wasn't scoring, his family are pressurizing him and wanting money, they're still involved in gangs and all of this stuff. It's a lot for a young man to deal with. And just the fact that a complete stranger got on a plane and went to him and said that I felt God told me to come to you now was enough for him to feel loved and to feel the power of God and to turn his life back around.
Yeah. You're inspiring, you know?
I love people.
I heard you have a seafood allergic, right?
Yes, I do have a seafood allergy.
Or
Yes.
you couldn't
Uh,
eat anything from the sea at all seafood.
Actually, I cannot eat any shellfish at all, and I cannot eat iodine. So some fish like sardines are loaded in iodine. And my mother has always hated fish and the smell of fish. So actually growing up, fish was never a big thing on the menu. So I just made the decision to, I know I eat tuna. That's it. And I know I can eat salmon. I know I can eat cod. But I just made the decision to not eat any fish or seafood
yeah,
at
yeah.
all.
How can you
So,
avoid seafood? Because some menu you couldn't know what is ingredient.
No, they have to, if you go to a restaurant or something, they have to tell you if
Okay.
they have to tell you if it contains any kind of seafood.
Okay,
yeah,
be careful when you visit China. China have a lot of seafood menu.
yeah. I
I
heard that
really have to
before.
be
I
careful.
like seafood. I like seafood a lot.
Yeah, me too. It's delicious. I could not imagine if I have seafood allergic.
I think if I ate seafood, I think I would be an A4, a size A4, because fish is so healthy, right? And it's not fattening.
Yeah, yes, so far. It has a lot of omega 3.
It has a lot of what?
Omega 3.
Oh, omega-3. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so according to your book, what do you think the most reason of criminal cases get so high in a few last years?
In a few what?
Last
In the
years. Yeah,
oh,
maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago.
where? Criminal cases where?
N- Everywhere around the world.
Honestly, I don't know the answer to that because uh, my focus is on youth, teenagers, younger people,
Yeah.
or like age 14 to 25. And hello, love, Katine. I only have 10 minutes and then I have a call. And I just know some of the reasons why they end up, you know, in these difficult situations. And it's given me a lot of insight into us as humans, you know, because
Yeah.
we actually underestimate, hello, my darling, we actually underestimate how much we crave a sense of belonging.
Okay.
a sense of belonging and connection. Like, we need that. We need to feel we belong, and we need to feel valued, loved. All of us, every single one of us, like, deeply desire this. And sometimes some of the teenagers that I've been involved with have joined gangs not because they want to be violent people, but because they've suffered from violence or suffering from fear, or are lacking a tribe, lacking a family, lacking a, and crave this sense of belonging, this need to belong, to be part of like a family. And this is just some of, I'm not saying these are the only reasons, just some of the reasons that some of these troubled kids that I've been involved with have done that. One in particular used to be beaten up at home. And he was also quite little. And then he was getting bullied a bit at school. Why did he join a gang? Because he's like, do I need to continue being beaten up, or would it be better if I beat others up? Which should I choose? Well, he's tired of being beaten up. So he joined a gang because he got protection, and he got a sense of belonging. And then on top of that, his then ego inflated, and now he got recognition because he became feared.
And do you think this problem comes from the government or the parents?
That problem, I would say, that hugely stemmed from family in the first instance. Where did the violence first begin? At home.
Yeah.
But then it also was added to at school.
Exactly.
So, it's he actually has a wonderful story. His sort of turnaround. But then you have the other boy who I mentor, who came to my house the other day. He's the most wonderful. He's going to go far in life. Oh, bye, Ada. He comes from a stable family. Stable Christian family, loving family. He has the privilege of going to a private school. And he got caught up in football violence with one of the big clubs. And then also offered opportunities to run drugs, but his reasoning again was completely different. And thank goodness, before any of that escalated, I managed to pull him out of that. So he's got, in fact, his is the story, his is the day in my book that I'm trying to write now, to finish off now.
Yeah, I'm so excited for this book.
Yes, but it might not be exactly what you're expecting, because obviously it's this book is the shorter versions of these things, because it's a 40-day book, and you do one day each day for 40 days, and it combines my story and then it combines my faith as a mix of it. So
Yeah. And what did you do? Yeah.
but I could write a book I could just pick a few people and just write a whole book just on me and them. I've mentored this kid for 2.5 years now. What we've been through in 2.5 years is insane, and I'm reducing his story to a few lines, 2-3 pages. Yeah.
And how did it take from you to write this book?
How long has it taken?
Yeah,
12 months.
to write this book.
1
1
year.
8 months.
Yeah, but the reason it's taken so long is because I run this house, I'm raising my kids, and I work. So, and I mentor teenagers and people. So I've just been writing. I go through periods of write, and then nothing, I've actually probably written the book in maybe 2 months, but it's taken a year. I started it in August of last year. And also I journal. So all the feelings, dates, names are all captured in my journals. I don't have to, it's just translating it into
And
what I...
How many pages on your book? How many pages?
I don't know,
your
but
book?
it's I don't know yet because it's not in that format. But it is. It's about 65,000 words right now. Thanks, Yan.
65,000.
Words.
May I ask about can you give me a suggestion how to deal with stress when you get stressed?
Yeah, how to deal with stress.
Yeah.
That's a big question, Mo.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. I mean, I have 4 minutes though. Where is the source of your stress? Where's the source of your stress?
So, way to sort of my stress.
Source. The
Yeah, SORT, right?
The what?
SORT, sort.
Source like this. Yeah.
Source means
Okay,
idea.
sort.
Yeah.
Okay. You asked me, right?
Yeah, the source. The root. What is where's it coming from?
From work, from people around us, from work, from everything, feeling everything that we couldn't control about it. We couldn't control it. Yeah,
So just feeling generally overwhelmed.
maybe emotional.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the first thing to remember is that
Stay away from people.
the first thing to remember is that stress reveals itself in many ways. It can reveal itself physically, it can reveal itself emotionally, but ultimately, it completely comes, what you think determines how you feel and what you do. Your thoughts drive everything. So the battlefield is in the mind. That's the first thing. So when we understand that we have the ability to manage our thinking, you may not control your circumstances. You may not control what's happening around you easily at times, but you have the ability to control your thoughts. And because your thoughts are driving your stress, you have to go and you have to start by capturing your thoughts and examining them. Some of those thoughts that you capture will be based on truth. Some of those thoughts you capture will be lies, will not be fact, will be feelings based on what evidence. So I'm giving you a very quick version because I've got 1 minute, but the starting point really that you can do for now, and we can have why don't we do a topic on stress and managing stress? When we could have a long conversation about it, because actually I think I manage my stress incredibly well now, but that's because I manage my thinking incredibly well, and I always have faith over my fears. But what I do all the time is I capture my thoughts and I question them. So, is what I'm thinking based on truth? Do I have evidence for what I'm believing right now? If I do not, if I cannot prove my thoughts, if it's a feeling or a perception, I have to dismiss it. I can't give it too much attention. So
Thank you.
that really matters. Yeah. Just start there. There's so much more we can do to manage stress. So much more. But start by just doing an inventory until we have this topic again. Maybe we can talk about it on Friday. Just start doing an inventory of your thoughts. When are you feeling the stress? During the time you're feeling the most stress, what are you thinking? Write down those thoughts and then start questioning them.
Write down. Really?
Write down. In the moment that you're feeling the most stress, ask yourself, why the moment that I'm feeling the most stressed, has something triggered it? What am I most worried about right now? Right? And write it down. And write down some of your thoughts. What are you thinking in that moment? Yeah?
And if the something that I write down is something is real, like real scare me or fear me, okay, then what should I do?
If it's actually based on, okay, so if it is real and not, if it is not just a fear, but it's an
Not
actual
fear.
thing, then there's always a solution. That's the beautiful thing. That's the beautiful thing. If something is based on fact, there's a solution to be found.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Understand.
So that's the most important thing. First of all, distinguishing what's true and what's not, and then the stuff that you can't, you need further evidence for. You either need to get it or you need to dismiss it. That's all I do is I have buckets. Like, is this thought based on truth? I don't know. The person looked at me funny. Does that mean they really don't like me? They're making me feel really stressed. Well, hold on, it was a look. How do you know what they're thinking? So either go ask them what they're thinking or dismiss it. I'll just assume the best, rather. I'll just assume they're having a bad day and it wasn't about me. That's how I manage my thinking. But if I know it's based on, or if I really feel and it's a good friend, I might go and ask them and say, you looked at me funny. Did I do something? What were you thinking? Then I can find out if there's something I can resolve. So either I've dismissed it, like I'm not accepting this because I'm probably wrong, or I'll ask them so I can resolve it, or it's like just fear. And if it's just fear, it's not necessarily real. So therefore, it's in my mind. So let's then rather give my attention to the things that are real. Why am I stressed at work? Is it because I haven't done something I should do? Well, if it's something I should do, I better go and dig it out and do it. Is it something I'm stressed because I don't know how to do it? And that's what's making me scared. Well, if I don't know how to do it, there's a solution. There's people I can go and ask for help. I might not want to ask them, but I can get help. We have to break things down, but we need to understand why we are feeling the way we're feeling. Do I just generally not feel good enough? Do I feel like I'm an imposter at work and I'm just not good enough at my job? Okay, that's a more complex one. What
Maybe
is the
because
root of
our
my fear?
yeah. Maybe that's happened because our bad experience in the life, or bad experience with bad people. For example, if someone threaten you or hurt you so much, so you think that everything in life is tough, and you will like have a fear of anything or if everyone. So I think this is a problem
Yeah. Oh, hi,
because
Halo.
you have bad experience about the life, or I'm not talking about me, I'm talking
No, no,
in
no.
general.
Just generally, I agree. I
Yeah.
totally agree. Look, this is a really big topic. We should explore it, Mo, because some things actually, if you just look at them with new eyes and a new perspective, you can eliminate them.
Yeah,
Sometimes you just need someone else to
yeah.
talk stuff through with and give you an objective opinion. Sometimes the root of your problem is actually not what you think it is.
Yeah.
I really
I'm
like
telling
your
this, I'm telling
perspective.
this because most of the people, maybe if I'm talking with someone, he tell me like I've been hurting so much, and that's why I'm dealing with people like so sad and so bad, and feel myself alone and not like to be with people. So I think this is not rational
Yeah.
to do that, because not all the people have the same how to say not not have the same habit. Yeah, maybe have.
Um,
I
my
don't know how to word describe this, but
save these thoughts till Friday, and please tell my lovely friend Halo, who's just come on stage, that I'm not denying him, but I had a hard stop at 3:30 because I have a call and it's 3:35. So I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Halo. You literally have come at the exact moment I'm ending the stream. Otherwise, I totally would bring you up. But I'm already 5 minutes late, so I must go. But sorry. Thank you everybody for joining me today, and
yeah,
I'm working the rest of the week. If I stream over the next few days, it will be spontaneous. You will find out randomly. Otherwise, you will see me for sure on Friday at 10 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Take care. See
See
you.
you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye, Jade.